Hey, so I want to talk about the state of lack because a few days ago I posted ask your burning manifestation questions. So you can go back and look at that and post your questions if you have any. But something common that kept coming up is people continually, I'm noticing, being in a state of lack. So they're manifesting something and they say it's not working. What this actually is and how to deal with it, I'm going to answer in this video. So when you don't see it in the 3D, your manifestation, your desire, a lot of times, a lot of people think that they've been manifesting it. They've been manifesting for years. They've been manifesting for months, whatever it might be. And they think that they're in the end state, but they're actually not in the end state. They're actually not in the fulfillment state. They're actually in the state of lack, and they don't even realize it. So the very first thing that you have to be aware that when you're actually manifesting, that you're literally in the end state, because that's what manifestation is about. You are already have the desire that you want. That's what you feel, that's what you think from that end state desire. And a lot of people, what they're doing instead is they are thinking of their desire, right? They're thinking how nice it would be if I got this thing, as opposed to thinking from the end of the desire of already having it, of that fulfillment state. So if you can identify whether you are in a lack state or you are in a fulfilled state, that is absolutely key, because if you're in the lack state, you have to shift that awareness, right? So certain indicators of this could be checking the 3D and impatience of time, right? It's not here yet. If you already had it, then you wouldn't be checking to see if it's here yet, right? Another one is assigning negative meaning to undesired events that happen in the 3D in relation to your manifestation. Because like if you're assigning negative meaning to things, it also means that you're just in the lack state. You don't have that thing yet, or it's not showing up to you the way that you think you want, or it's not the movement that you're getting. I just made a couple videos on movement. The movement that you're getting is not actually moving yourself towards or at least you think it's not moving yourself towards the manifestation, but really it's just part of the unfolding. But you're assigning negative meaning to that, and you're still continually reflecting that lack state, right? So to shift yourself from this state of lack, you want to shift it into a state of fulfillment, right? And you can give that to yourself without it happening in the 3D. And here's the trick in how to actually do this. You need to give yourself that state, because it's never the thing in the 3D, your manifestation, that you actually want. It's your response to that thing in the 3D that you want. Just notice it. It's your response, that state of being when that thing has materialized in the 3D, that state of being, that feeling of joy, the fulfillment, satisfaction, relief, that you can give to yourself right now. And that's how you deal with the lack state, is that you give that sense of fulfillment to yourself right now without needing it to happen in the 3D. Because if you already had that thing, you wouldn't still need it in the 3D. But you can choose to have the response as if you already had that thing in the 3D. So I hope that clears things up, especially if you've been manifesting for a while and you still haven't gotten your manifestation yet. Make sure that you're not manifesting from the lack state. It doesn't matter if you're doing imagination, affirmation, scripting. I don't care what techniques you're doing. But if you are still doing it from a place of lack, then that's not going to do anything. You're going to continually manifest. You're still going to be manifesting, but you're just going to continually manifest the lack of that. And so this is basically how you deal with it. You basically shift yourself into a place of fulfillment, and you need to not need it in the physical 3D to show up. Your imagination is always the real reality, or your internal state is. And you need to continually be in that state, remain in that state, or make it your default. You don't have to be in there 24/7, but make it your default state over time, right? So yeah, hope this helps.